Welcome to the Leadership Spark podcast, where we equip you to be the great leader your people deserve. This is Corey, and today we're going to dive into what I call the dark side of leadership and learn how to defeat the dark side of leadership. And if you are a Star Wars fan out there, you know what I mean whenever I say dark side. But there are dark sides of leadership, and one of those is burnout and anxiety and stress. When you feel that as a leader, and if you are leading anything out there, my guess is that you have felt it, whether you identify it as burnout or you identify it as stress and anxiety coming from being a leader, you have felt it. If I gave you a list of different activities that are symptoms of burnout, you probably would identify with some of those, because leadership and burnout, those things are real, and it's the dark side of leadership, but you can defeat it. And so burnout is for real. If you don't believe me, let me share some data with you. This is from research that's been done recently from several different places. I'm just going to read through a list here of data points, hopefully to build the business case to get your attention when it comes to you being susceptible and me being susceptible to the dark side of leadership, and we want to defeat it. And so we're going to spend the next few days talking about it, but before we dive into strategies you can implement on how to defeat the dark side of leadership, let me build the business case for you on why you should lean in the next few days and pay attention. So here's some things to think about. 60% of leaders report feeling exhausted at the end of the workday. 60% of leaders. So you're in a room of 10 people in the next meeting. 6 out of 10 people are going to report feeling exhausted at the end of the workday. Burnout contributes to $190 billion annually in the United States healthcare cost. So very, very expensive problem that we're talking about here. 67% of leaders say they feel overwhelmed, anxious, or depressed in a regular way due to work-related stress. And I have felt that, and most likely you have as well. Burnout is linked to increased risk of cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, and immune dysfunction. So there's a physical impact of burnout and stress that we can feel sometimes at work. How about this? Replacing a burned out leader is super expensive. Replacing a burned out leader can cost up to 200% of their salary when you account for hiring, onboarding, and the lost productivity from having to hire somebody. Very expensive to replace a burned out leader. Teams led by burned out leaders, what are they saying? They say that 50% of them are less engaged and experience 2x absenteeism, so showing up for work, and 3x turnover. And so if you are a burned out leader, you're not only affecting yourself, you're affecting the people around you. And it drives engagement. It drives them wanting to be a part of your team. It drives them ultimately finding a new team to be a part of. And so the bottom line is this: burned out leaders lead to higher turnover. Burned out leaders lead to lower engagement. Burned out leaders lead to poor decision making. If you are burned out as a leader, then most likely you are experiencing some of those side effects or effects of being a burned out leader. So think about it this way. Preventing burnout. So burnout prevention is performance protection. Burned out prevention is performance protection. If you want to protect your own performance, protect the performance of the people on your team, then you want to implement strategies that prevent you from falling into the dark side of leadership, which is burnout. And so we're going to unpack this over the next few days. What are ways that you can prevent burnout? What are some of the root causes of burnout as a leader so that you can prevent those and you can lead from your most healthy self? And so you're going to do is this. You're probably experiencing burnout or have in the past, or you will in the future. Lean in over the next few days. Drive some practical application from what you hear and put in place the mechanisms or the boundaries in place for you to be able to prevent yourself from being susceptible to burnout, so you, along with me, as I'm learning this as well, we can defeat the dark side of leadership.